I made $1 million on YouTube while I was 17 years old, and I don't expect you to believe me, so here's the proof. As you can see in this Stripe account, there is 596K, and if I were to click over to the other Stripe account that we used, you can see that there's another, I believe, around $570,000 that I've made in total. Now, as a disclaimer, I did have a business partner, and between myself and him, we really only had a few thousand subs, and we did all this. So today what I want to do is, in the most bare bones and simple way, with absolutely no editing, just explain the literal strategy of what we did and how you can do the exact same thing. So if you got a million tabs around, there's not going to be any fancy editing or fairies that make you want to watch this video. This all started roughly 3.5 years ago, where as a 15-year-old dishwasher, I decided to pull up all the money I had saved and buy an SMMA course. And if you don't know what that means, it's pretty much selling your time in the form of a service to other businesses. And pretty much from that point on, everyone in my life had told me this was a bad idea, whether it was friends, family, whatever it might be. And I hate to say it, but they were completely right, because that course later on was a complete scam and didn't really give me any value at all, and actually got disbanded a few months after I joined. So I was left in a situation where, on nothing but just absolute shame and wanting to prove everyone wrong, I actually documented the process of me scaling that business all the way up to the $25,000 a month mark on this channel. Now, that did not come without its downsides, because when I say business, I really mean that I was self-employed for multiple different clients and working 12 hours per day to try and sustain everything. And really, if I were to not work for a week, I would not make money that week. So it put me in a lot of pain, and I decided to reach out to every single person I could find, whether it be on Instagram or YouTube, to just try and find a mentor that can help me kind of systemize whatever it was that I had going on to actually make money. And it led me to finding out about a little community called Relentless Success Club, which was just a bunch of group of guys who were also trying to go on that same mission of starting a marketing agency. Now, this community was run by a guy named Dylan, and him and I got along really well because we noticed that we were both really good at solving one specific problem for the actual people in this group, which was the ability to actually book appointments with and then eventually lead on to signing clients. And this was pretty much the foundation. And even though we couldn't teach someone on everything how to run a business, we're able to actually help these guys solve this problem, and it led to the creation of my first ever digital product coaching program, which was called the First Client Challenge. And for $100, we would work with people completely for free and then refund them once they had signed their first client. Now, as time went on running this challenge, we eventually continued increasing the price all the way up to a $4,500 for a 3-month package. However, the big part that is most applicable to anyone watching this video is the YouTube strategy that we actually use to sign on clients, because as I mentioned at the start of the video, we really didn't have that many subscribers. When you are trying to start a YouTube channel to sell a product, you've got the overall niche that you operate in. For us, this was marketing agencies, and under the niche, there's a bunch of sub niches that have very small amounts of people, and what that means is very low amounts of competition. And what we did is, in these sub niches, we decided to, instead of trying to make these super high quality, super edited videos to try and compete in the overall algorithm of the space, just answer the very specific and very nuanced questions that almost nobody else was making specific videos on. And what it did was it positioned us as an authority, even though we weren't the utmost qualified people to talk about the overall concept. And because of that, because these videos didn't require editing and all this production time, we were able to pump out a crap ton. And over a period of 6 months, between the both of us, we had made over 100 videos covering pretty much every single topic or question you could ask in this given sub niche. When you do this on YouTube, it makes you an authority, and you also dominate the digital real estate of whatever that given topic is, which means that every time someone searches for you, you become the face they see again and again and again, which when you have a product means that they're going to be the person that comes to you and reaches out to you to actually get help. And this is pretty much the process that even today I repeat with all my clients, is you want to find an overall niche, and once you've identified a sub niche within that you can be an expert in, just absolutely flood it with videos where you are the only person talking about specific concepts in that actual topic. When you make videos like this, you don't have to put a crazy amount of effort into the actual production quality. Your viewers see you as someone who's not this crazy influencer, but an expert who's maybe a few steps ahead of them that can then provide the insights that allowed them to actually solve this problem. And the way that we personally did this is using a software called Loom that pretty much just records your screen, and we'd sit there with a little circle face cam in the bottom, just explaining the strategies that we use. And I kid you not, it was as simple as that to actually create create these videos. Now, the part that actually allowed us to sign customers on using the strategy was just having very good call to actions in a value-based manner. When I see a lot of creators who are trying to monetize a product in any way, shape, or form, there's one bucket of them who is going to make no call to actions at all, and people don't even know what they do. And this second group of guys is just saying pretty much, pay me money so it can benefit me in all my life goals. And you don't want to be in either of these. What you want to do is lead with something called a value-based call to action. This is when you are actually making these call to actions and you're explaining what you do to your customers in these videos, saying it in a way that if they want to move into the next step of your funnel or of your sales pipeline, it is in a way that actually allows them to get more value and more insight on how they can actually solve their given problem. A great way of doing this is saying, hey, if you need any help with this, message me on Instagram. You've now gotten them into a conversation where you can interact with them one-to-one. However, from their perspective, they can also answer and they can get answers to any questions that they might have. And it's all done in a way that actually allows people to really just enjoy the process. Examples of this are guys like Alex Hormozy, who every single video says acquisition.com, which if you haven't realized yet is the link to his sales funnel so that he can invest into people's businesses. And that is the overall strategy of what we actually did. Now, when it comes down to the titles and the thumbnails and the packaging of the videos, because you're producing so many in such a short period of time, the real only thing that you need to focus on is the overall brand messaging. And our favorite way to do this was just by taking a screenshot of the overall screen recording that we had and then slapping some bold yellow text onto it that gives context to the image that overall just gives a message that, hey, this is about a specific nuanced topic as the title explains, and then B with the thumbnail saying, all right, and here's how much revenue that it actually brought us in. And I kid you not, in that literal oversimplified way, if you can stick to that 3x weekly posting volume and focus on just dominating that given keyword that describes your entire sub niche, you'll be able to do the exact same thing, because that's the real just oversimplified basis of our strategy. Now, if you'd like any help implementing this, you do have the ability to message me any questions you've got on Instagram or go ahead and book a call below. However, I hope that the actual time you spend on this video was worth the value that you got in return, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.